Last year, I was using shared hosting for my website and this was the result. But a couple of months ago, I have moved my sites from shared hosting to VPS host and now this is the result. I have more than 10 websites and all these websites are hosted on VPS server. Now one important note here. When I moved from shared to VPS, I did nothing to improve the performance of my website. Other than hosting my sites to this new VPS host, I am also making money through affiliate marketing. That's all that I am going to share with you in this video. Let's get started. Hi everyone, my name is Zubair. In this video, I am going to share with you why VPS hosting is a better choice as compared to shared hosting. And what is the interesting thing? I am not paying anything to this new VPS hosting. Instead, I am making good money through affiliate marketing with it. I shall explain it later how you can make money through affiliate marketing using this new VPS hosting. But for the beginners, let me explain what is shared and VPS hosting and why I migrated. So what is shared hosting? In shared hosting, multiple websites share resources of a single server. And the examples of shared hostings are Bluehost, A2Host, HostGator. These are all examples of shared hosting. And what is VPS hosting? In VPS hosting, your single website, or maybe if you have more than one websites, all those websites are hosted on a single server. Now let me share with you the reasons why I migrated from shared to VPS hosting. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. That will help me to make more and more videos on digital marketing, making money online and SEO. Somewhere in the video I shall provide you coupon code for VPS hosting. By using this coupon code you will get additional 50% discount on your hosting package. So stay tuned with me. Now let me take you to my desktop and show you why I migrated from share to VPS hosting. So here is my desktop and I have opened a website that is hostinger.com, which is a very good shared hosting company. And if you see their offerings, they provide free domain, free website migration, 24/7 customer support and $2.99 almost $3 per month hosting for single website. Whereas I am using $10 VPS hosting, and you know what, I am hosting more than 10 websites on this single server. I will show you later why. I don't mean to say that Hostinger is not a good choice. It is absolutely a good choice for the beginners if you want to host a website that has one or two pages. But if you are planning to publish a blog or e-commerce website, then my recommendation is that you should go for VPS hosting. Now let me share some facts, merits and demerits about shared hosting providers. As you can see here, Hostinger is providing shared hosting for $2.99 per month. And most of the beginners ignore or somehow they are unaware to this fact that this price is only for the first year. If you go down to Hostinger main detailed package, and here you can see that the same package will be renewed for $7.99 per month when you renew this hosting for the next year. So just you need to keep in mind that $2.99 you have to pay this amount only for the first year, and for the next year you need to pay $8 per month. Now if you further go down, and you can see here they providing standard performance. Standard performance means that your site will load normal. If you are expecting that your site will load within 1 to 2 seconds on this shared hosting, it does not do that. Moreover, you get 100 GB SSD storage, free SSL. And the most important thing is, if you go down, the main features are missing, which is free CDN. What is CDN? CDN means content delivery network. For example, if your server origin of your hosting company is from India, but your targeted visitors or traffic is from UK or USA, then your web content, your website content will take a lot of time to deliver to those visitors. Therefore, you should choose your server origin that is nearest to your visitors, so that your website content is delivered efficiently and quickly. And next is dedicated IP address. Okay, in shared hosting you don't get this. Next is WooCommerce. What is WooCommerce? It is a plugin provided by WordPress that enables the functionality of e-commerce in your website. And other thing is, you cannot have staging tool in shared hosting. And what is staging tool? It means that in staging environment you create a separate copy of your website. If you need to make changes or make improvements in your website, all those things you need to do on your duplicate or your copy website. And when your changes or maintenance is complete, you can push those changes to your live website. This is called staging environment, and you don't get this in shared hosting. You may be thinking why I am telling you these disadvantages first. The reason is these are the key points that you need definitely in near future. When your website traffic is high, you need to move from shared to VPS. Other than Hostinger, you can also check Namecheap shared hosting. If you go down, they are providing shared hosting only for 1.98 per month. As I said earlier, that you should check their renewal rates. So their Namecheap renewal rate for this hosting package is $4.48 that you need to pay for the first year. So if you go with Hostinger, they will charge you around $35 for the first year. And if you go to with Namecheap, they will charge you around $22 for the first year. So it is your choice which one you prefer. In my experience, both Hostinger and Namecheap are popular options. If you want to read more about shared hosting providers, you can go to my website digitcrafter.com, where I have explained everything about Hostinger shared hosting. Similarly, you can go and check out Namecheap review on my website. Another important point you need to keep in mind: if you are going to buy shared hosting from another company other than Hostinger or Namecheap, just be sure that they provide you full control to manage your domain records. The reason is many cheap hosting providers do not give you access to change your domain record. Therefore, if you need to change it, you need to connect to their support system and launch a ticket with them or send them an email. And it may take 24 to 48 hours to change your domain records. But with Hostinger and Namecheap, you can do it instantly. Now let's move to the VPS hosting that I prefer you should choose. There are two VPS hosting providers that I always suggest and recommend to choose from. The first one is Contabo and the second one is Cloudways. And there is a little difference between these two VPS hosting providers. In fact, Contabo is for those who have a little bit experience in Linux command, and Contabo has its own data centers and servers, but their data centers are limited as compared to Cloudways. However, my recommended choice is Cloudways. Why Cloudways? Because at the start of my video I showed you page metrics of my website aiwebranker.com, which is hosted on Cloudways server. Let me show you. Here is my website aiwebranker.com. okay, and what is the interesting thing, it is hosted along with other websites on a single server. And let me show you how fast this VPS server is. Load my website aiwebranker.com, and you can see this website loaded within 1 second, less than 1 second. Let me try it again. Okay, aiwebranker.com, click on it, and here you can see it only took 1 to 2 seconds to load the site. And I'm not using their any high scaled package, I'm just using their standard package from DigitalOcean. You can see here their standard package is 1 GB RAM, 1 core processor, 25 GB storage and 1 TB bandwidth. And all this you can get in $14 per month. As I told you, what I like most about it, you can host multiple websites, more than one websites on single server, and it will not impact on your website performance. However, you can also go with AWS from Amazon or Google Cloud, but they are a little expensive if you are beginner or you are going to start your blog or e-commerce. My recommendation is you need to go with DigitalOcean standard package. And I also showed you what is the performance of my website aiwebranker.com. Not only this, my other websites are also performing extraordinary, which are hosted on the same server where aiwebranker is hosted. Let me show you one of my other websites, which is resizeimage.me, and here you can see it loaded super fast. It only took 1 or maximum 2 seconds, 1 or between 2 seconds to load this site. And let me show you my server record. Here is the resize image, and you can see the same server name digitcrafter php 8. Okay, all websites are hosted on this single server. So if you are going with Cloudways, there will be no any performance issue unless there is any technical fault in your website. Another thing is that if you start or migrate your website to Cloudways, it will not only boost the performance of your website, but it will also increase ranking of your website in search engines. Let me show you how. I am going to test my website in page speed metrics. Okay, here I am going to write my website name aiwebranker.com and click on analyze, and you can see here it's a page speed insights. Performance is 98, accessibility 94, best practices 96, SEO 100. All these metrics were below 70 when I was on shared hosting. So the biggest advantage of Cloudways hosting is its performance. Another biggest advantage of Cloudways hosting is its manageability, as it is a managed hosting, so you don't need to worry about its server setup, backup, security and other tasks of your server. Similarly, if you are going to publish your website on Cloudways, it is much easier to manage tasks related to your website such as domain management, SSL certificates, backup and staging environment, etc. All these tasks you can manage with a couple of clicks. Here is my website AI Web Ranker that is hosted on Cloudways VPS server, and let me show you its features one by one that you can get with your Cloudways hosting package. By the way, if you want to install WordPress on Cloudways and need a complete guide, you can watch my this video that explains that how you can install WordPress on VPS, Cloudways VPS hosting. In your hosting dashboard panel, the first option is access details. This is the information related to your server and application such as login details and FTP login details. You can add it separately, that is used to manage your WordPress website through a FTP client software such as FileZilla. And the next option is staging management. As I explained earlier that through staging environment, it's easier for you to work on your website. For example, if you want to install a plugin and you need to test it first, or you want to apply some security measures and you need to test the security settings, or you want to work on your website code, all these tasks you should perform on your staging website. And this staging environment, staging management makes a duplicate copy of your website, so you can manage all these tasks without disturbing your live website. Next option is monitoring. Here you can monitor data of your website such as analytics. Under analytics you can find traffic. Next is PHP and MySQL connections. You can monitor cron jobs, and last one is disk usage. Next option is logs. Here you can check the logs of your website. Access logs tells you that which files are being accessed. Next option is error logs. Here you can check error logs related to your website. For example, if something goes wrong with your website, you can check the details here. Next option is vulnerability scanner. It shows you real-time monitoring of your WordPress version, theme and plugin versions. If any version of your WordPress theme or plugin is required to be updated, it will show you here under the status. As you can see that I have latest WordPress version 6.4.3, and if my version is older than this, it will mark it as insecure. Next option is bot protection, that helps your website to block requests from hackers and bots. Next option is domain management. As I explained earlier in this video that you need to buy a domain from a popular domain provider. And this is the reason why I said that, because if you don't have access to change records of your domain, that it will take a lot of time to point your domain records to this hosting. And that is the reason why I recommended you to buy a domain from a popular domain provider. If you need help to point your domain to Cloudways hosting, you can watch my previous video where I have explained how to install WordPress on VPS hosting. Now the next option is cron job management. What is cron job management? Sometimes you have an application such, for example, you have a file sharing website and you want to automate the file deletion process. For example, you want that the server should delete itself old files from the storage. To manage these kinds of tasks, you need to add a cron job under cron job management so that these processes are automated. Next option is SSL certificates. Here in SSL certificate, you can add SSL certificates for your website with a single click, and this SSL certificate is provided free of cost with this hosting. Next option is backup and restore, which is very handy. It means that if you need to restore your website to an earlier date, you can do it by clicking on Restore Application Now. You can see in the list that Cloudways perform daily backup of my website. And similarly, if you need to take backup of your website instantly, you can do it by clicking on Take Backup Now. And the next option is deployment via GIT. It means that if you need to deploy your website or code from GIT, you can do it here. Next option is application settings. Here you can manage PHP and varnish settings of your website. For example, if you want to enable or remove some PHP extensions, you can do it here. And the next option is migration tools. Here you can download WordPress migration tool that you can use to migrate your website from a shared hosting or some other hosting provider to Cloudways. So this tool makes the migration process very easy. And the next option is Cloudflare. If you want to enable CDN for your website, you can do it here. Next option is Save Updates. Here you can automate the updating process of your website. For example, if you need to automate the updating process of your WordPress files such as plugins, themes, you can pre-select the time to update your WordPress files. So these are all the features that you can enjoy with Cloudways hosting. So friends, I have explained you differences between shared hosting and VPS hosting, and I have explained you why I moved from shared to Cloudways. However, if you want to go with shared hosting, it's your choice. You can go with Hostinger or Namecheap. Both are good options. But if you ask me which hosting you should choose, my advice is to go with VPS hosting. And another thing, you don't need technical expertise to manage your website or server on Cloudways hosting. And if you compare prices of Cloudways and shared hosting, there is not a big difference. Because when you renew your shared hosting, you need to pay $7 to $10 per month. Whereas Cloudways prices remain fixed. They do not change their prices like shared hosting companies. If they need to change their prices, they will notify you first. Another thing, if you need to test out their features, they provide free trial for 3 days without the requirement of credit card. Therefore, if you need to test out your website, migrate to Cloudways to test your website. You can use their migration tool, which will take around 5 to 7 minutes only to migrate your website. However, if you buy Cloudways hosting through MyLink, you will get additional 15% discount on your hosting package. You can check the link of Cloudways in the description below. Moreover, other than discount, if you buy hosting through MyLink, I shall provide you free access to my premium services that you can check on my main website digitcrafter.com. To access my premium services, you need to write in the comments below that I want your premium services. Now the last thing is how you can make money with Cloudways like me. As you can see here in top bar, it is mentioned refer and get $50. It means that if you refer anyone to Cloudways, you will get $50 for each referrer. So using this feature, you can also make money through their affiliate program. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe this channel so you can get more tips and tutorials on digital marketing, making money online, SEO, web hosting and other topics. If you need any assistance, please let me know in the comments below. I shall be more than happy to provide you my assistance. Until next time, goodbye.